To build a room from the concept of it to finished outline inked and programmed, it's usually 2 weeks of work. And when I say 2 weeks, that's 5 working days a week, so 10 days, let's call it.
10 business days, yeah.
That's for sort of a mildly detailed room, I guess. If the room's super simple, like we only drop a couple of props into it, it might take 5 days type thing. If it's way more complicated and we have a whole bunch of animation or interactivity, it could take as long as 15 days, or maybe longer.
We should break it down. So like day 1 would kind of be concept art. Day 2 and 3 is black inking and outlining.
Yep.
4, 5 coloring. Well, 4, 5, 6.
Let's go with 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6 coloring. 7 animation.
Yep.
8 kind of finish up animation, start functionality.
Yep.
9 end functionality. Test, start export for mobile.
Yep.
And then kind of 1 more day for finishing that up. So Cardjitsu.
If we were to work on another Cardjitsu, it's very likely that it would be Cardjitsu Shadow that we're working on. There's been ideas tossed around about that. I don't know what else I'm allowed to say.
Well, okay, so you asked would that be the last installment?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'd say like, what could possibly lie beyond Cardjitsu Shadow?
You like me?
The possibilities are endless. So I have a biased answer. I love Halloween. We have started talking about the anniversary party for this year, and we know we want it to be one of our biggest. It will be the biggest we've ever done.
Yep.
I do think the focus for October, though, will still be Halloween.
We do also want to do something really cool for Halloween. Yeah. But I can definitely say that with the anniversary party, there will be more decorated than just the coffee shop. Much more. Typically, whenever we renovate a room, it's either to coincide with an event that's happening during a party or to push a narrative that we're currently doing. So, will every room get an update? It's difficult to say. Things like the iceberg probably are going to stay how they've looked right now, or since it's looked from Classic.
Yeah.
It might update, but some rooms will probably stay, good old Classic rooms.
But, I mean, rooms are constantly getting updated in Club Penguin. I mean, if we take a look at the boiler room, that's a very old room by Club Penguin standards, but it's actually a renovation of a previous version of that room. I'm sure you can find pictures of it on the internet. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we're always constantly trying to update and refresh.
Being on the migrator and chilling with Rockhopper would be the coolest thing on Infinity. There's nothing in the works right now, but that would be really cool.
I think it would be amazing, but I'm a pirate, so I'm a little biased.
The idea of doing a day and night cycle has actually been talked about a lot in the studio. Where it gets a little bit complicated is when we do all of the parties. Then we would have to draw versions of the party art in the different day, dusk, dawn, and night cycles. Or even to do programmatic tinting, you would still have to write the code then to send a signal to all the different objects to tint down to different colors during the time of night.
And lights would have to turn on.
Yep, you would turn on lights and stuff like that, and then you'd have to adjust sort of the shadows on the ground and stuff like that. So it's a really cool idea, and it's something we want to explore. We're a little bit worried about the scope it would add to a party, though, and we're afraid that we might not be able to decorate as many rooms if we had that additional scope of adjusting the lights. But it is something that we're toying with. And I know we've done a day and night cycle before in the music cruise. The background we had cycled.
Cruise, we were doing experiments.
And we do like doing nighttime at Club Penguin and stuff like that, which is why for most of the Christmas parties, we end up doing night skies. And every Halloween, I think, has always been a night sky. Yes, and then with Operation Blackout.